All right, we're going live over here. Made 100 this morning. Gave a little back, but still in the trade. Gave back about 40, so still net positive 60 in the green. But we got it with let's see. Here we go. It's Mr. Elon Musk. All right. So it's definitely trying. Let's see, get my little tool over here. Get my tool. Where's my tool at? You see this area? It did a lot of consolidation. Keep an eye on that volume. But I tell you what, it can do. Get rid of that. Yes. All right. So what is the SPX doing? S&P. S&P. This is the bad boy. When you see, it's like yesterday's video. When that bad boy pulls down, it sinks almost all ships. So we needed to break this level right here. This is a very, let's see, 6.8. Get my tool. All right, we needed to break this right here. You see this? You see this 6840.47. We needed to break this area right here. You see these candles started wicking up, and then the sellers just started selling, and then they try to buy it at the low. So they're trying to break through. If it break through, it's gonna make a lot of these other stocks run. So keep an eye on it. Let's see, can it break? That's the question. Can it break? I don't know. Always tell yourself, I don't know. Just go by what the market's telling you. That's how you lose money. Just stay concentrated. Make sure it's respecting the 9 EMA. You know, but you see how the market sold off this morning. I mean, it went crazy. We had some news. Let's see. Mr. Fed Goolsbee when central bank independence jeopardized and in tears, Fed has to be able to do the unpopular thing. All right. Goolsbee counting on the future productivity. Goolsbee he's pretty optimistic for next year. See, Goolsbee manufacturing has double hit from the post-pandemic slack in goods demand and now tariff pressure. Goolsbee, Chicago Fed. Whether more tariff pressure to come. U.S. stock. So most of this, let's see. Goolsbee monthly job numbers outstandingly high, but looking back saw. Okay. What are we doing on a daily? This is a SPX, simple and poor. This is the, I don't know what that is, but let's see. This is a daily. This is the 5 minute. This is the 1 minute. So we needed to do some magic. We needed to break this number right here. This is crucial. So once you break, you'll see stocks like you see Tesla 449.48. I guarantee you, if it breaks this level, 449.45 will be at 450 plus. 450 plus. So if the S&P breaks, this is a 1 minute chart. And we still in the green on the MACD. But we are below the blue line, the VWAP. It stands for volume weighted average pricing. So we are just playing the waiting game. So Hopefully this does not form into a double top, because if it does, that's a big sign. And if it breaks this white line right here, we would call that the neckline. If it breaks 6820, the whole market might start flushing again like it did this morning. So just wait. So far I don't see too much strength in price action. It's just, I think I can, like the little choo-choo train. I think I can. There we go. We needed a pop. We need some popping action. We need some popping action. All right, you see how Tesla's starting to creep up, 449.92. All right, but if that price breaks below, I guarantee you, and it don't have to be Tesla, it could be, a lot of these other big companies. All right, look at that. Look at that beautiful candle. Don't matter how beautiful it is. We needed to break this. Look at that. It broke right through with ease. Well, I better not speak too soon. Never, what's that old saying? Don't count your eggs until the chickens hatch. So we need these candles to finish. Okay. All right. But we're still in the red. Wall Street slides as inflation worries about bubble fears spook investors. All right, what I tell you guys, 450 plus. We're at 450.28. So now we need SPX to pull its weight. We need to be above 6840, and we need to stay above that number for the rest of the day. We need that number to stay like very. Matter of fact, let's light it up. 4PX. We can put it color green. We can set an alarm. All right. Now we're going to look at the Tesla, Mr. Tesla. I guess Mr. Tesla, he got on his rocket ship this morning. Look at that. Took off. Ran out of fuel a little bit. Cranked up that second Raptor engine. Now we need him to crank up that third Raptor engine. Maybe number 3 and number 4. Because we need Tesla to break. Let me fix my little tool right here. All right, we need Mr. Elon Musk to break that 450.89. Matter of fact, let me lock in some profits. Put some music on for you guys. Locking in my profits. Work with me. Gotta lock them in. Don't get greedy. Alarm. That's not a good alarm. I don't think that's bad. Let me see. I locked in a little bit of profit. So we up about 105 plus 31.75. So whatever that is. So Tesla's looking good. Okay, why did my alarm go off for you see, it retested. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. All right, it retested. It retested the 6840, and we don't need it to retest it anymore. Keep on going up. Okay, now we're going to keep an eye on Mr. Elon. Okay, Elon's going parabolic. So when you see the S&P going down and you see a stock steady going up, that's a sign of strength, but don't get too comfortable, because it can only hold its strength for so long. And when it goes kaplooey, it can do a massive drop, especially some of these mega companies, these blue chip, big boy companies. I'm talking about like Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, um, Oracle, Broadcom. Look at that candle. That's a good looking candle right there. All right, now let's look at the market. What is the market doing? Still in the red. Everything. The only thing that's looking halfway decent, transportation, health services, consumer services. John Deere is up 1.52%. MasterCard is up 1.65%. General Electric is up 4.27%. But everybody else is down pretty much. So you always want to keep an eye on that because the market can shift in a blink of an eye. I'm talking about a blink. So never get too comfortable. Always practice risk management before anything else. So we got a couple wicked. All right, what's SPX doing? 6835. So we need these let's see, what's the volume doing? It had some people that took profit. Okay, now let's look at SPX. So SPX, it definitely went through the 6840. So hopefully it's just making some higher highs, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and hopefully it'll break these candle wicks right here. Let's put a line right there. So we want it to break this and definitely this, but definitely this would be nice. But let's see what Tesla got some deep pocket, maybe some of them high frequencies and them algorithmic traders and them deep pocket institutional players. It takes big money to make markets like this. When you got a float at 2.8 billion and you see the companies going up, that's a lot of money pushing that. That's a big jet engine pushing, a tugboat. But the question is, can it break? Can it break this 451.41? Can it break it? That's the magical question. Now, if we get above VWAP, that's definitely a good sign of bullish. That means the price is most likely going to go up. But sometimes it'll fake you out. It'll go up, a couple cents or a couple dollars and just shoosh, take off. So always have a stop loss. You can have a mental stop loss if you respect it. But if you find yourself not respecting your stop loss, mental stop losses, be more of a robotic trader. Set you up a stop loss at 1%, 3%, 10%. Most likely no more than that. You don't want to. All right, so this is the 5 minute, the daily, once the 10-second. So SPX making a nice green candle. So it's looking good, but we need it to go up here. We need it to go up. So, but the market crashed heavily this morning. I mean, look at this. That was like a $90 move right there. It's just, let's see, it went, now it's negative 62.94. People call these ticks. I call it what I see it. 64, negative 64.22. Don't overcomplicate this stuff. You got volume on the bottom. What's the volume saying? You got price action. Price action. It broke. It broke the lows, consolidated. This was this morning. This was at 8. Let's see, 8:30. Let's make this smaller. See, as long as it stays looking bullish, I don't even have to look at Tesla. I already know it's going up. It's doing this. Unless this is some negative news, like them cars transform into like a something major. Did some self-transformation or some RoboCop stuff. And it went on default. It can drop. News catalyst. So this was this morning. Um, that's a heck of a drop, man. Phew. So this was this morning. Let's see. You see the times on the bottom. So 8:30 the market opens. Right away it broke VWAP. Started making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs. You know, double top, made a little double top. And then it just flushed. Look at that. That's huge. Just one candle. Just one candle. This is a minute, 1 minute time frame. This one candle went from 6844.35 all the way down to 6827.13. 0.13. That's a heck of a move. That's just one candle. And I guarantee you, when it made that major drop, a lot of other, let's see what Tesla's doing. So this is probably that one candle is hesitating to break VWAP. So we want to keep a good eye on this. So now we're looking at price action. SPX, what is it doing? I can't see the matter of fact, I got another monitor next to me, so I can see. Work with me. Let's see SPX, and lock in some more profits real quick. Work with me. Let's see. We up a good little bit right now. Don't be greedy. Get green, get out. Always remember, you're not doing a sprint. You're doing a marathon. This is for the long term. This is at the end of the year. You want to be profitable. You don't want to be profitable just in one day. Just because you win in one day don't make you a winner. All right, so we got some sellers over here taking profit. They took a lot of profit. Look at all that volume right there. That one volume was 121,000 shares traded in that 1 minute. And we got another volume, 162. So sometimes they'll sell a whole lot and they'll just buy them back at a cheaper price and bring that price back roaring through. Hopefully that's the case. We shall find out. Now we gotta look at Mr. SPX. What is it doing? So it seemed like it's almost looked like a shoulder, head. Get my little tool. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Good thing this shoulder is a little higher than this shoulder. And this white line right here can be called a neckline. We definitely don't want it to break below that line. And that will definitely make it sink, 10, 20 ticks, maybe more. I don't know. But all right, we want to secure some more profits for Tesla, because this thing can take a dump if you're not watching. All right, so SPX. Let's look at it on the 5 minute. Let's see what is it doing on the 5 minute. All right, we got 5 minutes. We got 1 minute. See, it's making that red candle. Tesla is holding up pretty strong. All right, and you see on the 5 minute, it almost looks like it's trying to create a evening star, a big green, little doji green, and then if this is a big red one, call that a doji star. That's a bullish. That's a bearish sign. That's a sign that it'll go down. But always remember, there's no perfect indicator. It's just getting extra confirmation. You want extra security. You want to be more convinced that you're in a good trade. You don't want to just buy anything just because it's moving. You want to see if the SPX is moving. You want to see if the other stocks in that market's moving with it. But you definitely want volume. You don't have no people buying. Price is definitely not going to go up. It can do whatever it wants, but if there's people not buying or selling, it's just sitting still. All right, you see it made a head and shoulders, and it's going to take out. We're gonna try to make this video short because I've been making them too long, I believe. But if you got any value on this this video, I'll make a video. I try to at least once every day. This is a little community growing channel. We're trying to get up to like 50 subscribers. We're trying to change lives. We're trying to help one another. So, you know, if you read any good books or you learn anything new, leave it in the comments. You know, help your neighbor out. Help yourself out. You know, this is some. You know, if you lost money, you made money, put it in the comments. You know, you need someone to boost you back up. You know, put it in the comments. But what I tell you, head, shoulder. It's not 100%, but most of the time it takes that drop, and hopefully it rebounds. You know, so. We shall see. Alright, so y'all have a good day. Check me out tomorrow. Try to keep them updated, but look at this comeback. Look at that comeback. So we had a lot of people selling. Now they coming back strong, but they can do what it want. But if the SPX is not what they call it, synchronicity, working together. Actually, that is SPX. So that's a good sign. So you see how Tesla's coming back strong. So hopefully it makes a big green candle, just like that. You see that? That's beautiful. That's what we want. We want that big green candle to be double or triple the size of that red candle. We want it to be like a Pac-Man. You want that big green candle to be so big it just eats that little bitty red candle. They call that bullish engulfing. Okay. Now we want to break this VWAP like ASAP. We want to go through here. We actually want to go to the moon. Like, okay. So, peace.